Good morning. I want to talk to you if you are a mom of school-age kids, because I'm telling you, we are in unprecedented times. And if you're a mom of school-age kids, I just want to remind you that this work of raising kids is fierce, crazy, wild, worthy work. It's wild, worthy work. In fact, did you know that in the Hellenistic period, so say 300 BC, good morning, I can see that you're here. In that Hellenistic period, in ancient Greece, in Sparta, okay, ancient Greece, the Spartan people, which is was known for their warrior tribe. Good, Jen Kring, good morning, sweetie, good morning. Do say hi to me, you guys. The Spartans were known as these warriors, okay? And did you know that they had a whole breeding program? Not kidding. They selected the strongest women to get married and to have children. Why? Good morning, I can see you here. Why did they do that? They did it because they wanted the strongest women in their community to raise fierce, formidable men. Okay, now keep listening, all right? Fierce, formidable men. I can see you guys. I have to tell you, okay, modern woman here, I feel like a Spartan woman. I have raised my two sons, and for those of you who don't know me, and I can see those of you, who do, but if you're listening to this video at some other time, you're going to tune in, and I'm going to tell you in a minute what we're going to be doing for the next 5 weeks, but just hang with me here. I feel like a Spartan woman because I raised my two strong men, and for those of you who don't know me, I have an older son, David, who's doing a double major right now at Harvard. He's in the public policy program at the Kennedy School and Harvard Law. And he is loving and kind and fierce. And then I have a younger son, Aaron, who's 25, who is unbelievably strong and in a very sensitive way, strong like my husband, Cam. We've been married 30 years. And he is strong and the quiet type, but equally fierce. And he's in business as well, working in business and doing really, really well. Again, humble, strong, all of the good things that you're looking for. I'm so grateful. And he married a very strong woman, Rachel, who's gracious, but she raises her little eyebrow and she's got this beautiful, just again, this fierce, formidable strength. So the Spartans had this program, right? This whole breeding program. I feel like a Spartan woman. And not only have I raised my own children and have this 30-year marriage to my very strong husband, Cam, but I have trained women. I have taught women who are your age, maybe mothers raising kids. Again, this is particularly for moms who are facing the back to school time, right? With all of its uncertainty. These videos are for you. So I have taught and trained and loved and mentored women in that category for years. So I feel like this Spartan woman. Okay, so here's the thing. We're in a unique time in history. We will never have this again, you guys. So it's a unique time. It's a unique opportunity for you. It's a unique opportunity for moms, and there's truly important work to be done. And so I'm really feeling like we need to pull together. If you're feeling like there's this endless need, this endless uncertainty, this endless insecurity, this endless anxiety, this endless fatigue, this endless laundry, this endless list of, I could go on, right? I want to take you from that anxiety, uncertainty, insecurity, and I want to take you to strength. Here's what we're going to do. Over the next 5 weeks, okay, on Tuesday mornings at 7 a.m., I'm going to do a short Facebook Live to strengthen you in particular. This is for you. And I want to say, if you want to, I would love for you to share this. If you know someone who has children at home right now and you're trying to figure out the whole back to school and all that kind of stuff. Do I let them go back? Do I take them or do I keep them here? And I know, I can imagine, okay? And I've heard from a number of moms who are struggling. So we are going to do these 5 short Facebook Live. I want to do roughly 10 minutes. Today may be a little bit longer. Roughly 10 minutes of teaching. I'm going to give you one tip each week for the next 5 weeks. We're going to unpack it slightly, and then we're going to do a Q&A. So you can already be formulating your questions that you can then ask me at the end, and then we'll talk together, okay? Does that sound good? So we'll do that. One tip a week. And in the evenings, if you can't do Facebook Live in the morning, in the evening at 9 p.m., these are Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, and 9 p.m. Instagram Live, Eastern Time again. And so you can catch it either way, guys, okay? And then you can make sure that you can get strengthened. I want to do all that I can. I love you guys, and I feel for you right now. So this is what little thing that I can do right now for you. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I'm calling it Dig Deep Mamas, and it's just 5 short sessions to strengthen mom of school-age kids for the fall. And that is the season that's coming ahead, this uncertain season, you know, and for the inevitable falls you're going to take. Of course you're going to take some, you're going to wipe out. Hi, Erica. I know you've got your kids, right? So the inevitable falls you're going to take, but I'm going to help you get up. I'm going to go from anxiety to strength. Okay, I'm going to help you get up. I'm going to be here with you guys. All right, here's what we're going to do every week as well, okay? Today's a setup. Every week, I'm going to give you a statement of strength, and I want you to repeat it with me. I'm going to say it first, and then I want you to repeat it back, okay? You need this. We need this. I'm going to give you a statement of strength, and it's going to be the same one every week. All right, here it is. I am clothed with strength and dignity. I can laugh at the days to come. Okay, that's it. And it's from the wisdom literature in the scriptures. I'm going to give it to you again, all right? I am clothed with strength and dignity. I can laugh at the days to come, meaning, what are you going to throw at me? Please, I can tell you guys some other FaceTime, some other Facebook Live, some other time. But I can tell you the things I've had to endure in my life. I am not a strong woman because life was easy. That's another story for another time. But here's your statement of strength, okay? Your strength statement. Here it is again. Say it with me. Calmly, groundedly, if that's a word. I am clothed with strength and dignity. I can laugh at the days to come. Okay? You're not going to be delirious. You're not going to be putting your head in the sand. You're just going to look at what you're going to face, and you're going to go, please, bring it on. Because we're going to dig deep, mama. Okay, tip 1. Here's what we're going to do. Here's the tip. No, I already told you what we're going to do. Here's your tip for the day. Fuel up. Fuel up. All right. Now some of these things you already know, but I really want to encourage you to do them. Fuel up. And you're going to fuel up in 2 ways, mums, okay? You're going to fuel up, first of all, by taking the time. Now listen, I know some of you are feeling like, I don't have the time. Listen, you must take the time. In fact, you're doing it right now. You're already practicing fuel up if you're on with me right now. Fuel up. Now, this is particularly geared for mums of school-age kids, but I know some of you who are on with me right now don't necessarily have school-age kids. That's fine. You may need this. Maybe you're single, whatever. But I'm gearing it for you moms, okay? But of course, it's for anyone listening in. Fuel up. The first way you're going to fuel up is you're going to take the time. I strongly recommend, listen, you're the mom, okay? You're the mom. I strongly recommend getting up out of bed. If you've heard this before and you're rolling your eyes right now, listen, you can do that. But you don't want your kids leading you in the day. You are the mother. You lead them. They don't lead you. You lead them. So I recommend getting up, sitting down. If you're not a morning person, listen, you can have quiet, peaceful, positive, focused time in the evening. You can do it in the middle of the day. In my experience, and I am a morning person, so you can say, well, you're a morning person. Okay, fine. But I know, in my experience, even me, I will not generally carve out time in the day, and by the time the evening comes, I'm too tired to sit down and focus my time, even if it's for 10 minutes. We're going to do like 15 together, right? On these Tuesday mornings for 5 weeks. But to focus, To read, for me, I'm going to read scripture or I'm going to read a devotion that's going to really focus my mind. Take the time. If you're not a woman of faith, then you may read some kind of an encouraging thing. You can take that one strength statement that I gave you. I am clothed with strength and dignity. I will laugh at the days to come. You can take that one thing and you can just think about that quietly. You can use that for the next week. You can use that for the next 5 weeks. But to focus, to get grounded, pray, I highly recommend that. I am a Christian, and I will tell you that people will say to me, or have said to me in the past, I took this from John Stott. He's this old theologian in Scotland, maybe England. But he said, oh, God's not my, people say, God's your crutch. He'll go like, God's not my crutch. He's my iron lung. And I took that, decades ago, and it's true for me. I would be a hot mess with my kids. I would have been. I could have imagined abusing them at times. So listen, take the time, all right? I recommend a quiet, peaceful place in the morning. I actually have a chair set aside where I sit in the mornings. Take a bubble bath. If you have a bathtub and some bubble, get it. Take the time. Get out and go for a walk. This is not a nice to have if you can make, no. Fuel up means you must take the time. Okay, the second thing you're going to do to fuel up, you're going to ask for what you need. If you're one of these moms, listen, there are a lot of martyr moms, okay? Don't be a martyr mom. We want to dig deep, mamas, right? We want to carry you from anxiety and insecurity and uncertainty to strength. So the other thing you're going to do to fuel up, and I hope you're formulating your questions because I'm about to go to Q&A. The other thing you're doing to fuel up is that you are asking for what you need. Use your voice, use your lips. I'm writing a whole book right now on this, The Confident Voice. I don't know if that's what it'll inevitably be called, but I'm doing a whole book right now on this. And you need to use your voice, and you need to say, if you're married, you need to say to your spouse, I need this. Sit him down. I need this. And if you feel like I cannot, no. You need to sit that spouse of yours down and say, I need a break in the day. How can we arrange that? I know you're working. Maybe you're working. You're probably working too, certainly with the kids around, but maybe you also have a job and a career that you're trying, right? Ask for what you need. I need you to pick up around here. I need you to share the load around here. It is not an equally distributed load, if that's the case. Open your mouth. Ask for what you need. Maybe it's to a friend. Maybe you're a single mom. My sister in Toronto, Deb, she's a single mom. So she can't ask her spouse, right? Okay, so here's who you're going to ask then. Your kids. You're going to say to your kids, my children, David and Aaron, started working around the house when they were 3. 3. And I would have them with a watering can. I have pictures of them because we had a little job jar pulling out jobs that were age appropriate, and I would train them, and that took time. But guess what? In the end, trust me, they can clean house. They were doing their own laundry. They can cook. Listen, you need to train them. So you're going to fuel up by taking the time and by asking for what you need. Sometimes you're going to ask a friend. Maybe you're going to ask a counselor. Maybe you're going to ask me, and I want to be here for you for the next 5 weeks, you guys. Ask for what you need. Open your mouth, loose your tongue, and ask for what you need. Okay, I'm going to stop there, right? Tip number 1 for this morning, fuel up. Dig deep, mama, by fueling up. Okay, now I want to wait and I'm going to take some of your questions. Now we're into Q&A. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Okay, let me see what we got. We got good mornings, not good mornings to you guys. And how about some questions? Any Q&A or thoughts? Heather says, hi, Heather, exactly. Self-care and ask for what you need. Listen, and you guys, this is not new information. Oh, there's nothing new under the sun. But will you do it? I want to encourage you to do it. Name one thing to fuel up that you are actually going to do to take the time, write it down. Stick it on, if I could turn my camera, I'll show you where I have little index cards at my desk reminding me of certain things. Like if you need to remind yourself, ask for what you need, do it. Okay, Liz says, hi Liz. Yes, Heather Reed O'Mara, take the time to figure out what you need. Sometimes I don't even know. Exactly, Liz. I'm telling you, sometimes we women, we don't know what we need, right? I'm going to watch my time. I want to be respectful of your time. We don't know what we need. Exactly. So take the time, sit down. That's with that quiet time. Maybe as soon as I get off with you, right? And I say bye-bye. Maybe you're going to sit down and you're going to go, what is it I need? What do I need? Do I need what? Do I need to sit in the bathtub and cry? Do I need to go for a run? Do I need what? Okay, Jen Kring has a comment. Liz, I totally agree. Sometimes we don't even know what we need. So take the time. If you're going to fuel up, mama, for the fall. Listen, you've already done 6 months of COVID with kids and probably careers. I applaud you. You're doing this. You can do this. You can do this. Remember that story of the Spartans that I told you, right? Oh yeah, Spartan women. Okay, Jen said, what do you mean by asking for what you need? Actually, asking a person, hold on, actual actions a person needs to take for you or more relational? Oh, either. Listen, you need to assess what it is you need. And I think you're absolutely right when you say sometimes we women don't even know what we need. So pull back. Because those kids, you're going to walk all over those kids. You're going to trample, or they're going to walk all over you worse. No, maybe not worse. Equally bad. It's going to be a hot mess. If you don't pull back as an anchor in this family, the mother, right? Remember the Spartans. They chose the strongest women to marry and to raise their sons because they wanted fierce, formidable men. And today, we can call ourselves Spartan women this whole time. We are women, right? Call yourself a Spartan woman. And we are raising fierce, formidable men and women, right? So you need to be thinking, all right, what do I need? And maybe again, it's to a friend and you say, would you help me? Maybe you're social distancing with a friend. Would you help me with my kids? Maybe you have, a quarantine with a couple of people. I don't know how you're doing it. We've done that. Would you please take my children on this day or, for an hour, for 2 hours, whatever, and I will take your kids on that day. Maybe that's something you need to figure out. Maybe you need to go to your spouse and say, honey, I really don't feel like you're pulling your weight around here, and I need you to pull your weight around here or I'm going to crack up. Like, I'm not joking. You need to do this. Jen, I've just given a couple of examples. Maybe it's time for your spouse, or maybe it's the older kid in the family. You're going to tuck the little ones in one night a week. I need your help. You're going to talk to the older kid. Or, these are some examples. Maybe you have some too. I'm going to just take 2 more minutes. We're going over time. So it's a roughly 15-minute segment, you guys. Okay, that's all we're doing. But is this helpful? What else do you have? I love this morning time with the Lord and with God, and my kids are super early risers, so it's tricky. Okay, so I have to bring them into my quiet time with me. Not ideal. No, Erica. No, I would not recommend that. I think it's a time, giving that nurturing time and training your kids to love God and to walk with God is critical. We're going to I have 4 other tips for you on other Tuesdays. But no, you need time away from the kids, Erica. Those kids need to be away from their mother and have some independence and know that they're going to be just fine. So if those kids, and you're going to kill me for saying this, then maybe you need to do it at the end of the day. Or you need to ask your spouse, Jim, you need to take the children at this particular time so that I can have time. You need to do that, Erica. You need to do it. You cannot be the woman who's got the kids around her neck all the time. You can't do that. You're not going to survive. You won't survive. Not with COVID. This is unprecedented. Okay? I will say, Jen Kring, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, sure, do it in the midday. I used to, when my children gave up their naps, I was like, no problem, give up your naps, but you're still going to your room in the middle of the day. And I remember David, I would have to hold the door at times to show him, kid, I am in charge and I mean business. You're staying in that room. And there were times that had to happen, but I was like, no problem, give up your naps, but you're gonna stay in your rooms, read a book, play quietly, even if it's for 1 hour. It doesn't have to be early morning where you have the quiet, but you need to have, only you know how that's actually gonna go for you in your world. But what you're not gonna do, mama, right? You need to fuel up. You're not going to pull your kids around you to fuel up. That's not going to work. You need to push them away from you, right? For a time. And they need to be on their own. And whether it's in the day or at night or in the morning, you need to be a woman in your own right, a Spartan, strong woman, apart from the children. And I'm really serious about this. For your sake, trust me, you will look up in 20 years and go, where am I? Who am I? If you don't do these kinds of things right now, especially with COVID. All right, last comment here. Hold on. Okay, I hope you guys are taking this in with as much love as I can give you. I think that's important. I feel like that's why I'm so drained right now. I've been with them 24/7. Ask for, fuel up. That's your tip, right? Fuel up, right? You're gonna take the time. You're going to ask for what you need. You can continue to comment, but I'm going to say goodbye because I want to honor your time. I love you. I'm here for you in the next 5 weeks. I'm going to be here every Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. Share this with a woman who may need it as well. I'm here for you guys. If you want to ask me questions, I'm on social. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'll be doing this again tonight on Instagram. Share this with a woman who needs it. Next time, the tip is going to be your child needs. And it may surprise you what I say. Your child needs, okay? So in the meantime, dig deep, mama. Love you.